I have 8 fun facts about the Breen.
8?
Number 1, we learned that luck is a Breen. So, yes, we'll just go with that.
Number 1. We didn't know it was going to be that.
We didn't know, and so the flashback that we get confirms that he's a Breen, albeit without the helmet and refrigeration suit. Number 2, Moll used to sell dilithium to the Breen Imperium, and she was cutting the dilithium supply with impurities. Number 3, we also learn that the Breen placed a blood bounty on Moll and Luck, which is this Eriga. Can they erase an Eriga? Yes, it's a beautiful name. And an Eriga is an aspect of Breen culture that wasn't previously mentioned in the species' multiple appearances in DS9, so it's unclear how one collects a blood bounty, but they do seem to be terribly troubled by it, which I can understand.
Yes.
Number 4, the Breen atmosphere is quite comfortable, just as DS9's Wayan says it was. It had long been speculated that the Breen lived in sub-zero temperatures. Guldakat and Cork referred to their planet as a frozen wasteland. But Moll isn't visiting the Breen homeworld in this episode. She's in their territory, and she doesn't need to wear any protective clothing. Yeah. So, we can assume that it is quite a comfortable temperature. Number 5, the Breen Primarch is Luck's uncle. Ha-ha. And that, Luck himself is sort of royal blood. And he is disgusted at the uncle by Luck's relationship with Moll and his insistence in denying his own heritage. Number 6, the Breen Imperium destroyed the Federation in an alternate future. And they are the wrong hands that the progenitor must not fall into. We discovered this in Face the Strange. And number 7, the Breen bleed, or leak at the very least. That is what we discover. And which is interesting.
Green Vulcan blood.
With their translucent jelly.
He had been more liquidy, he wouldn't have been hurt more? I don't know.
Yes. In fact, going back, so in Deep Space Nine, in Purgatory's Shadow, Season 5, Episode 14, Dr. Julian Bashir confidently states that the Breen have no liquid circulatory system. And Star Trek Discovery appears to reveal that this isn't the case, and he appears to bleed. But
listen, Julian was full of it. He lied about being genetically enhanced for 5 seasons. Yeah. Don't trust Julian Bashir.
Don't trust that Dr. Bashir. Number 8.
8, good lord.
The Breen have 2 faces. So we also discover that underneath their helmets, one face is translucenous, and here's a good word, gelatinous.
Gelatinous, yes.
And the other is a solid, firmly humanoid state. What's interesting is that Discovery doesn't dive deeper into the reasons for the Breen having 2 faces. And Primarch Rune suggests that, they've evolved past their solid forms and that their translucent form is a sign of strength. So it's terribly, terribly interesting. And still, the idea that the Breen's softer, more vulnerable face is stronger than the hard shell is a decent sci-fi concept. And I hope that we will get to discover more in Discovery later this season. Well, anyway, Aki, that is it from me on the Easter egg desk. It is back to you in the studio.